Good morning, students. Today, from your Vistas book, we are starting with the chapter The Enemy, written by Pearl S. Buck. Pearl S. Buck was an American novelist. She went to China to be a missionary and taught at Chinese universities. The Good Earth is her best known novel. She was awarded the Nobel Prize for this novel in 1938. Her other works are A House Divided, East Wind, West Wind, The Mother, Dragon Seed. Her stories are collected in The First Wife, Today and Forever, and Far and Near. She worked for the promotion of better understanding between the East and the West. The Enemy by Pearl S. Buck. The story happens on a coastal town of Japan, most probably in the year 1941, following Japan attacking Pearl Harbor, where US Army was camping and controlling. Japanese were hostile to the Americans. Any Japanese was ready to kill any American found in their soil. It is the time of the World War. An American prisoner of war is washed ashore in a dying state and is found at the doorsteps of a Japanese doctor. Should he save him as a doctor or hand him over to the army as a patriot? Let's read the chapter and find out. Dr. Sadao Huki's house was built on a spot off the Japanese coast where, as a little boy, he had often played. So the story starts with the main character, that is Dr. Sadao. And Dr. Sadao house is where it is near to the Japanese coast, and Dr. Sadao has spent his childhood time, he has played over there nearby to the coast. The low square stone house was set upon rocks well above a narrow beach that was outlined with bent pines. So the house was of a low height. It was a square stoned house and it was set upon the rocks, and the beach is a narrow beach which was outlined by bent pines. As a boy, Sadao had climbed the pines, supporting himself on his bare feet, as he had seen men do in the South Seas when they climbed for coconuts. So, Dr. Sadao, when he was a small boy, he loved climbing on the pine trees, and he used to do by bare feet, that is, no footwear. And he used to do what? He used to copy the people, the men, how they used to climb on these trees or on the coconut trees to catch coconut. So he had imitated those people and have started climbing the pine trees bare feet. South Seas refers to Pacific Ocean. His father had taken him often to the islands of those seas, and never had he failed to say to the little brave boy at his side, "Those islands yonder, they are the stepping stones to the future for Japan." "Where shall we step from them?" Sadao had asked seriously. "Who knows?" his father had answered. "Who can limit our future? It depends on what we make it." So the father used to take Sadao when he was a small boy. The father used to take Sadao often to the island, and he always used to say to son, his brave son, that is Sadao, that these islands yonder means there are the stepping stones to the future for Japan. That is Sadao's father belonged to a generation which wanted Japan to expand her territory and rule over a large part of the world. So he thought if Japan could capture those islands, she would be able to march ahead on the road of progress. "Where shall we step from there?" Sadao had asked. So Sadao used to ask, from islands, where would Japan step? "Who knows?" his father had answered. The father said, "Who knows? Who can limit? There's no limit to what one wants, what man wants. So it is upon our desires, it is upon our hard work that can decide the road to progress." Sadao had taken this into his mind as he did everything his father said. His father, who never joked or played with him, but who spent infinite pains upon him who was his only son. So, the teachings of his father he used to keep in his mind, retain in his mind. So, whatever his father used to tell him, he used to be serious about his father's teaching. Moreover, his father was a quiet and a serious man. He neither joked or played with his son. And Sadao knew that his education was his father's chief concern, and the father was seriously concerned about the education of his only son. For this reason, he had been sent at 22 to America to learn all that could be learned of surgery and medicine. He had come back at 30, and before his father died, he had seen Sadao become famous not only as a surgeon but as a scientist. Now, the father's chief concern was the education of his only son. So, he sends Sadao to America at the age of 22 to receive education in medical science and surgery. And Sadao returns at the age of 30, and the father was living. He saw that Sadao had gained fame as a famous surgeon, also, not only as a surgeon but as a scientist too. Now, Sadao was a famous surgeon, but why a scientist? Why? Because he was perfecting a discovery which would render wounds entirely clean. First, he was a famous surgeon, but then scientist because he was making a discovery. And the discovery was what? He was making a discovery that if a person is wounded, the marks of that wound are entirely clean. There are no marks or scars left on his body. So that is why he has been termed as scientist also. He had not been sent abroad with the troops. This is the reason that when the war was going on, the Japanese troops were leaving for the war. He was not sent with the Japanese troop. And the other reason was also he knew there was some slight danger that the old general might need an operation for a condition for which he was now being treated medically, and for this possibility Sadao was being kept in Japan. And why he did not left with the Japanese troop? Why? Because the old general was suffering from a painful malady and had great faith in the capabilities of Dr. Sadao. The general thought that he might need his services anytime. So that is the reason he was not sent with the Japanese troops. Clouds were rising from the ocean now. The unexpected warmth of the past few days had at night drawn heavy fog from the cold waves. So now the writer describes the scene outside the house of Dr. Sadao. And because the days have been warm for the past few days and the sea waves were cold, so the night had become foggy. There was heavy fog. Sadao watched mist hide outlines of a little island near the shore and then come creeping up the beach below the house, wreathing around the pines. So Dr. Sadao is standing outside his house, maybe a veranda or something, and he notices what? He notices that the boundary of the nearby island has become invisible. And why have they become invisible? Why it is gradually becoming invisible? Because of the mist, because of the fog. The fog has covered it, and slowly this fog is covering the pine trees also. In a few minutes, fog would be wrapped around the house too, and he notices that this mist is going to slowly cover his house also. Then he would go into the room where Hana, his wife, would be waiting for him with the two children, and he was wondering when the house would be covered also, wrapped in the mist. Then he would go inside to his wife and to his two kids. But at this moment the door opened and she looked out, a dark blue woolen haroi over her kimono. So Dr. Hana was wondering that he should go inside to his wife Hana and to his two children, but before he could enter inside, the door opened and wife comes out. She is wearing a dark blue woolen haroi over her kimono, She came to him affectionately and put her arm through his as he stood smiling and said nothing. So wife comes and very lovingly she places her arm onto her husband and she smiles and there is no talking, no conversation. They said nothing. He had met Hannah in America, but he had waited to fall in love with her until he was sure she was Japanese. Now, Dr. Sadoi met Hannah in America while he was doing his studies in medicine, and he did not instantly fall in love with her. He waited to know Hannah, whether she is rooted to Japanese culture and traditions. His father would never have received her unless she had been pure in her race. Now, Dr. Sada was a dad's son. He knew very well the father is not going to receive any girl in the family, as he wanted to make sure that the girl is pure in her race, that is the fathers and forefathers, everyone is closely rooted to Japanese cultures and tradition. He wondered only he wondered often whom he would have married if he had not met Hannah, and by what luck he had found her in the most casual way, by chance, literally at an American professor's house. So Dr. Sadao wonders that if it was not Hannah in his life, he would not have got married. And then he says it was the fortune favored and he got to meet Hannah in the house of American professor. The professor and his wife had been kind people, anxious to do something for their few foreign students, and the students, though bored, had accepted this kindness. Now, the professor and his wife were very kind people. They wanted to help the foreign students who are staying at their home or coming to their place. The students, though they were often bored in their company, but then they have accepted the kindness of a helping nature of these husband and wife, that is, professor and his wife. Sadao had often told Hannah how nearly he had not gone to Professor Harley's house that night. The rooms were so small, the food so bad, the professor's wife so voluble. So Sadao many a times have told this to Hannah, that how it is by coincidence that fortune the destiny wished that he should be at Professor Harley's house, that he landed to his place, though he never wanted to, because he didn't like the rooms that were small and the food was also not good, and the professor's wife was very talkative. So he did not had a desire to go, but then it was mere coincidence that he went to Professor Harley's house. But he had gone, and there he had found Hannah, a new student, and had felt he would love her if it were at all possible. So he met Hannah over there. Hannah was also a student, and he wished that he would fall in love with her, or he would love her if ever it is possible for him. Now he felt her hand on his arm and was aware of the pleasure it gave him, even though they had been married years enough to have the two children. So Hannah and Sadao, they both love each other and they have two kids. For they had not married heedlessly in America, so they did not take a hasty decision to get married in America. They had finished their work at school and had come home to Japan. So they finished with their studies in America and then they returned to Japan. And when his father had seen her, the marriage had been arranged in the old Japanese way, although Sadao and Hannah had talked everything beforehand. So when Sadao's father saw Hannah, when he was convinced that Hannah was deeply rooted to Japanese custom and traditions, he accepted the proposal and got Sadao and Hannah married according to Japanese ways and customs, though Sadao and Hannah had beforehand talked about everything before their marriage. They were perfectly happy. They were happy. She laid her cheek against his arm. So Hannah rested her cheek against the Sadao's arm.